Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. So today's video is long overdue, and that is why should you own a credit card, or are you looking for a credit card and you're not sure? So this video is going to be all about credit cards and the credit card that I have. I only have one, but I will talk about the other ones that I did have, and also along with some tips to kind of make you question on whether you need a credit card or whether you just want one because everyone else has one. So anyways, you guys, I really hope this video helps you out on trying not to get in debt, because credit cards cause a lot of debt. And if it does help you, make sure to throw a thumbs up down below, and do not forget to subscribe if you are new here, and let's get straight on into the video. Alright, so the first step on getting a credit card or wanting or thinking of a credit card is asking yourself, why do you need a credit card? Is it because you are short on cash all the time? Or is it because you want to build up your credit? Or is it because you just want it because everyone else has one? So you definitely want to ask yourself this question. I know it's so silly, but in the beginning of my credit card journey, I didn't ask myself this question, and I ended up with a Victoria's Secret credit card, a Kohl's credit card, and I think a TJ Maxx one as well. So a lot of store credit cards, and we'll get into that in a minute. But if I would have asked myself that simple question on why do I need a credit card, I probably wouldn't have got it in the first place, because I ended up getting them because all the girls at work had one, and I thought, why not? My mentality back then used to think it was free money, which was so silly of me. But definitely ask yourself that question before even trying to get a credit card or thinking of getting it first. That brings me on to my next topic, which is to avoid store credit cards. Whether it's Walmart, Target, anything that involves a store credit card, just throw it out the window. You're not gonna get cash back. Yes, of course, there are awards at Victoria's Secret, but the thing with store credit cards is you have to constantly keep buying things in order to get rewards. So you're buying, at the end of the day, you're buying things that are going to add clutter to your house, that are not going to add any value to, and you just bought them because you want the rewards that come with buying those items. It makes no sense. Store credit cards love the fact that they have people signing up for these credit cards that, one, it does nothing for your credit. I had Victoria's Secret, I had Kohl's, and I had TJ Maxx. All those three store credit cards. I had bought items from those stores. I paid it off fairly right on time, never kicked in no interest. And my credit score like went up 1 point each month. I'm not even joking, you guys. And with me, this was with me not being a minimalist back then. So I would spend a lot of money on bras, underwears, perfumes, especially perfumes at Victoria's Secret. I think one time my credit card bill was $1,500 from Victoria's Secret, which is outrageous, and that got me nowhere. Sure, that gave me points to get more items, but it never gave me cash back, and it never gave me a decent I would say boost in my credit score, and that is what I'm looking for. And yes, again, you guys, credit score is everything, especially in the US. You cannot get a house, you cannot get a decent car loan, you can't do anything if you have crappy credit. You are basically judged on your credit score. You're not judged on whether you're a good person or anything like that. You're judged on whether you pay your bills or not. So with that being said, I did not close those store credit cards because closing them can actually hurt your credit more than anything. So I actually kept them open, believe it or not. I ripped up those cards when I moved into this place because I knew that I wasn't going to purchase from those stores with those cards. I actually ended up getting a real credit card, which I'll talk about it in a minute, but I ripped up those credit cards, and I told myself never again with store credit cards, because they do nothing for my budget. They do nothing for my credit score, and I want cash back. If I'm buying things or paying things off, I want cash back. So again, you guys, try to steer away from store credit cards. If you do find yourself purchasing a lot of things at, I want to say, Walmart or things like that, then by all means, but I'm just telling you guys, it's kind of not worth it in the long run. So the next thing that I want to mention to you guys is if you do decide to get a credit card, whatever which one it is, and you decide to, say you purchase a $500 mattress, that's fine. But the thing is, if you have zero money in your savings or checking account, you just paid $500 for that mattress, you're gonna end up paying interest the next couple of months because you have no money saved. So if you wanted to pay that money off early, you can't. So you're gonna end up paying a lot more than $500 for the mattress. With interest for a credit card, you'll probably end up paying $700 to $800 for that mattress. So you're losing money. And I get it, you guys, not everyone has a decent amount in savings and checking, and I totally get that. But try your best to think ahead of when you are getting a credit card. The credit card that I have is Chase Unlimited Freedom, I believe. It's the blue one. And that's the only credit card I use, and I absolutely love it. I've had it for 2 years now, and it's amazing. With that credit card, I always made sure if I'm going to purchase something that I like or something that I need, or even presents or gas for the car, anything like that, I made sure that I had that exact amount that I'm spending in savings. I know it sounds so silly because people are wondering, Kira, then why didn't you just pay cash for it? The reason why I didn't pay cash for it is because every time I swipe that card, I get cash back. Cash back is amazing. Usually I pay all my bills on my credit card now, and I do go grocery shopping with it. So each month, with me paying all that and doing my other necessities for the house, I get paid for it. It's like having a little part-time job, I guess. So I get paid either $50 to $30 a month, depending on what balance, how much I spend, this and that. So, and overall, what I'm trying to tell you guys is if you purchase a $500 mattress, make sure you have at least $600 to $700 in savings so you can pay off that mattress within the next week. And let me tell you guys, I remember people telling me, Kira, you cannot pay off your credit card early, it's gonna hurt your credit. That's BS. Because I remember when I first got that credit card, I purchased my mattress with it, I purchased my couch with it, I had that exact amount in savings, and I paid it off within 3 days, that account balance, once when it was verified. That gave me cash back, and it actually boosted up my credit like 15 points. Because so the big purchases that you make and when you pay them early, your credit boosts up. It's showing that you're actually doing well. And I don't know how else to explain this to you guys. I wish I could show you all, but obviously my credit card's a little personal. I don't want my stuff out there like that. But trying your best to have money in savings so when you do buy something, you know in your head, I bought that only to get cash back and to build up my credit. I'm gonna pay that little item off within 2 days. That's exactly what I do every time. Another thing that I'm going to add as a little disclaimer is try your best to get a credit card with no annual fee. Now, I know American Express, like I was credit card shopping for the longest time because I wasn't sure which one to get or, you know, which one fits me. And I finally figured out that the Chase Unlimited Freedom fits me more than anything. Because it's no annual fee. Some credit cards charge you about $90 a year for a renewal, and Chase doesn't, so no annual fee, cash back. And also when I first signed up for Chase, they also gave me, if I spent $500 in the next 3 months, they gave me $150 back, which was awesome because when I first got that credit card, I actually was doing it to get cash back and to purchase items for the house and stuff. Even though I had that money in savings, why not spend the $500, get the $150 back, and it's kind of, it was literally free money. So I know a lot of people are against credit cards and they decide not to get them, and that's fine with you guys. That's perfectly fine. But for me, it's helped me out tremendously to actually think ahead of what I'm spending, why am I spending this, and so that definitely helps out, and it helps out with no annual fee because you're losing money. It's like you're paying to have a credit card, which is so not cool. You are actually doing that credit card company a favor by even using their credit card. So I think that if you look more deep into credit cards or anyone's, even store credit cards sometimes charge an annual fee. So definitely pay attention to the fine print. I know it's super boring reading all that fine print, but it's gonna help you out in the long run. And a little side note, again, look for credit cards that offer cash back. I know with my credit card, I think it offers 1.5% cash back. I could be wrong, maybe it's 2.0, but every month I get cash back and I transfer that money into my savings account, or you can actually use your cash back money with Chase. Either put it in your savings account, or you can get gift cards with it. They have on there for a gift. You can send it to somebody, or you can actually pay off your bill with your cash back. So you have so many different options to do because it's your money. So I definitely highly suggest to look into Chase, you guys. I'm not sponsored. I just really love that credit card. All right, you guys. So now you're probably wondering, Kira, we get it. You like Chase credit card, but what are you putting on that credit card in order to get cash back? All right, so how I use my credit card is super simple, and the way I can say it to you guys is I use it for big purchases and I use it for bills. So for instance, I needed to register the car that I just got a couple months ago. What I did was I went to the RMV and they told me it was $800 to put that car on the road. I knew I had the $800 in savings, and I asked them, do you guys take credit? And they said, sure. So I swiped it and I use it for that main thing. So with using that big purchase on my credit card, that gave me, I want to say $50 back in cash back, around there. I usually don't look on my cash back all the time because I let it pile up and then I put it into savings. So I use that. So any kind of big purchases or bills, that's exactly what I use it for. And also for me to add in there, I do use it for grocery shopping. So when I go to the grocery store, I have a list every time I go, and usually it adds up to $50 to $60 or $70 a month, depending on what I get. Depending on if my boyfriend's here, I will get more food for the house if he comes and stays here for the weekend. So I put that on my credit card and I get cash back again for it. Because the thing is this, I always wait like a week or 2 weeks to pay the credit card off, and no interest kicks in. The interest kicks in after a month goes by, so they put you on like a payment plan. So I don't even deal with that. I make sure what I'm spending, I have it in savings so I can just pay it off right away and not think about it. Again, I am using my credit card to build up my credit score and to actually have cash back. So I'm kind of making money while I'm spending money, which is super cool. And also, if you guys do not live on your own or anything like that and you don't have much bills, getting a credit card is still great because you can use it for gas for your car, you can use it for your phone bill. The possibilities are endless. I wish I would have started this years ago, but obviously you live and you learn. So I'm gonna tell you guys the honest truth. My credit score was in the 400 range, and if you guys aren't familiar with credit scores, below 600 is really bad. It's terrible. I believe a perfect credit score is above 800, around there. So when I lived with my mom, before I became a minimalist, a vegan, all that stuff, when my life was a little bit hectic, my credit score was around 420, and it was devastating to even see that, because around that same time I was looking for a car. I was, doing things to try to make my life better, and nobody would help me get a loan, nobody would help me do anything, so I ended up having to go to a buy here, pay here, because they don't look at your credit score. So I promised myself I will never do that again, and I will build up that credit score. And that was around 6 years ago. I was at 420. As of right now, I am in the late 700 scores. I don't know exactly what my score is, because that's another thing, you guys. I do use the app Credit Karma, and you can check your credit score all day, every day. It's not gonna hurt your credit. I always go on there about once every 2 months to see how things were going and stuff like that. I do get like notifications if it goes down. But usually it hasn't been down since I was in a bad position in my life. But building up my credit score, it's almost at 800, and I cannot believe it, because I've done all the steps that were for me to build it to get to where it's at now. And just to have that backbone, it's kind of like, all right, if something bad was to happen today and I had no money in savings, and say for instance something bad was to happen to the car, and the car died, and then I need a new car but I had no money, I can go to Honda or Toyota and I can actually get a car because my credit score is really good. So, you know, I feel like that's an extra backbone that I have just in case something bad happens. And of course, one day I do want to get a house. I don't want to live in an apartment for the rest of my life. No offense to people that do, but I want to be able to have a house and a yard so when I have kids, they can go out and play and stuff. And you can't get a house unless you have all the cash to actually buy the house. But let's be honest, who really has $300,000 to $500,000 lying around? I know I don't. So obviously they are going to rely on my credit score when I get a house. So that is the long spiel on why I decided to get a credit card and how my credit score was crap and now it's better. So in the long run, all I needed to do was to get rid of those store credit cards, save money, put it in savings, and get a regular, decent credit card and just do it that way. So to sum it all up for you guys, stay away from store credit cards. Try your best to also stay away from credit cards that charge annual fees. It's going to hurt you in the long run. And try your best to find credit cards that allow you to have or to get cash back. I know it's super silly to even think like, well, why would I want to get cash back if I have money in savings and I could just pay the item in cash? Again, you guys, the US is funny when it comes to your credit score. Whether you want to get a house or a decent car or anything that requires something that's a big purchase that you have no money for, they're going to look at your score. So it's better to build it up while you're in your early 20s than while you're in your late 40s or late 50s. You know, it's better to build it up now. So again, you guys, I'm going to have the apps that I use, which is Credit Karma, and I use the Chase credit card alongside the Chase app to actually pay my bill. Everything's super easy on those apps, and I'll have them down below so you guys can check them out if you guys forget of what I'm saying. But anyways, I really hope this video helps you out. I wish I would have seen a video like this years ago because I would have never purchased so much things from Victoria's Secret just to get that reward, that buy one get one free bra or whatever. I would have built up a credit score instead of having a bunch of stuff in my room. So whatever, you live and you learn. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if it does help you and you do have the Chase credit card or have any other credit card suggestions for people out there that don't charge annual fees and that do have cash back, leave a comment down below to help others, because the only credit card that I know right now is Chase and it works great. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.